In today's video, we're unpacking a moment where Stephen A. Smith took a not-so-subtle jab at Kwame Brown. I was already listening to his podcast because he'd brought up Gilbert Arenas' recent arrest, something we've actually broken down twice before on this channel. After Arenas posted a $50,000 bond, which you can see confirmed here, he didn't stay quiet. He quickly released a video update and later went live from home to address everything directly. But here's the twist. He wasn't upset. In fact, he seemed to be in high spirits, cracking jokes and turning the entire ordeal into a stand-up routine.
You put a little bit more butter on them biscuits. I think I seen a little something. Oh, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm about to snitch for sure.
So, it looks like Stephen A. Smith didn't take kindly to Gilbert Arenas turning his legal troubles into a comedy sketch. After catching wind of those clips, Stephen took a firm stance, firing off a warning to Gilbert during his podcast. He reminded him that joking around when federal authorities are involved isn't wise, especially with big-name sponsors watching closely. He did acknowledge Gilbert's sharp basketball IQ, but the praise came with a heavy dose of reality. Stephen was clearly heated, urging him to take the situation seriously. But here's the twist: while delivering that cautionary sermon, he managed to sneak in a slick shot at Kwame Brown. It flew under most people's radar, but if you listen closely, you'll catch it. Let's roll the clip where Stephen A. puts Gilbert on notice for clowning the feds.
My brother, I don't want to see you in jail. At all. It's not a good look. It's nothing to laugh about. It's nothing to joke around about and think it's funny when the feds come raiding your home. I don't want to see that. I don't want to hear about anything like that. I can assure you, anybody that wants to do business with you, and I'm one of those people, ESPN, Underdog, a whole bunch of sponsors and advertisers, we don't want to see that. Anybody that knows anything about you and your knowledge of the game and your ability to articulate and deliver your positions, my brother, you are a special talent. We don't want to see that. And the reason why I felt compelled to come on the airwaves and address you directly is because I want to remind you of what really, really got you in trouble in the NBA to begin with. Remember that years ago? With Javaris Critterton, remember all of that? With the guns in the locker room, remember all of that? Remember all of that happened? And you remember what really got you in trouble thereafter, because as bad of a look as that was, and as much as former Commissioner David Stern and others were ready to bring the heavy hand down upon you, what really exacerbated the situation is that you had a game a night or two later against the Philadelphia 76ers. I would know because I was there. And you were joking around, feigning as if you were shooting guns when the introductions or the warm-ups were taking place. I don't remember exactly what it was. And David Stern went ballistic. It was like somebody like you has no place in this league because it's not a joking matter to other people. And the reality is that, my brother, it shouldn't be a joking matter to you.
That gives you a solid snapshot of Stephen A. Smith's take on Gilbert Arenas, though. Trust me, he had plenty more to say. But now, let's shift gears to where Kwame Brown comes into play. If you recall, he made waves online with his own fiery podcast reaction to Gilbert's arrest. His response quickly went viral, and it's definitely worth revisiting. So let's dive into that next. Asterisk.
I feel so good. It's like my mother's birthday. Shannon Sharp, your thick tongue ass, fired. All the that talked about my mama's son. Shannon Sharp, your thick tongue ass, fired. Goddamn Gil, you in the slammer. You got there, if you run your mouth, see you facing about 15 years, 5 years on each charge, right? But your dumb ass was playing cards with the Israeli mob. So now you're gonna have to make a decision. You can't snitch because your dumb ass say you know chill Gil, so you can't chill. So you gotta fight this one out. You gotta go for what you know. You can't snitch. So the feds gonna put pressure on your little because they know you don't want to be up in themselves doing the little ditties. Take that. So your dad can't tell on them Israelis. Them motherfuckers got so much money. Hey, I know what your dad gonna do. You gonna tell and have that lady Millie, or whatever her fine Melly, you gonna have her cranking up the car and shit. Melly, go out there and crank up the car, baby. Oh, punk ass. You ain't gonna stand on the front line and crank up the car your goddamn self, you punk. So listen here. We know you can't snitch. So You gonna be so for the next goddamn 15 years, boy.
So that's what Kwame said, man. You know, he was celebrating it. Why? Because like I said, in my full video when I did the breakdown, Gilbert and Kwame has their own little issues or beef, whatever you want to call it. Even when Gilbert Arenas bonded out of jail, he had responded to Kwame Brown as well.
Man, you see, I gotta surround myself. I'm out on the block. I'm out. They can't hold me down. Huh? Hey, Kwame, what did you say? Roxanne, turn on the red light. Roxanne, turn on the red light. Yeah. Kwame, I see. Hey, boy, you on fire, boy. Hey, y'all said, boy, the boy on fire over there, man. That boy get all his views off another person. So they go, Roxanne, turn on the red light. So you can't entertain, huh? Hey, man, I'm happy to get your page back popping, man, because I just heard you just lost another one. Another one? Oh, come on, man. You gotta know how to maneuver. You know how to get. You can't even get out of YouTube jail. I got out of real jail before you got out of YouTube jail. All you gotta do is hit a button. What's up?
So that's Kwame's take hand. Let's be real. He was pretty much reveling in the situation. Why? As I broke down in detail in a previous video, there's long-standing tension between him and Gilbert Arenas. Call it beef, rivalry, whatever. You like it runs deep. And of course, Gilbert didn't just let it slide after posting bail. He clapped back at Kwame with his own response, keeping the back and forth alive.
A bright future. And me personally, I think you're a good brother. I'm not here to denigrate or disrespect you. I'm here to tell you because I care. Stop messing around. Stop with the jokes. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you being seen on camera laughing and giggling and smiling like federal charges ain't a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And spending a day in jail to me is serious. You looking for me to get into other people and their personal business? No, I'm not doing that. You looking for me to have a smile on my face like some no-good bastards who have podcasts laughing at people's trials and tribulations, wanting them to fail because nothing in your life is winning. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to be that kind of person. To any of the names I mentioned or anybody in the future, I don't enjoy seeing people fall. I want us all to eat. I want us all to live well. I want us all to be successful. I'm not that dude. But I'm telling you, it's incredibly important that you understand this is not a game.
So yeah, it looks like the back and forth between Gilbert and Kwame isn't slowing down anytime soon. It's just more of the same. But what stood out this time was Stephen A. Smith stepping in and raising the stakes. Unlike the others, he took a more serious tone, even calling out Kwame Brown for mocking Gilbert's arrest. And buried in that commentary was a slick, low-key diss aimed right at Kwame you might have missed if you weren't paying close attention. Let's check out that moment from Stephen A.'s live podcast. And if you've stuck around this long, do me a favor, hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow, and I truly appreciate all the support. So yeah, chat, that was the subtle jab Stephen A. Smith aimed at Kwame Brown. And honestly, I'm convinced it was directed at Kwame because, let's be real, Stephen A. always seems to throw shade whenever Kwame goes viral. It's like a pattern. Anytime Kwame's name starts trending, Stephen A. finds a way to take a dig. That's just how he operates with folks he's not a fan of. And look, I really don't think he was talking about Jason Whitlock. I recently watched Whitlock's take on the whole situation, and he wasn't mocking anything. He was actually pretty serious about it, so that rules him out. The only person who did go viral for clowning Gilbert Arenas and even brought up Shannon Sharpe in the same breath was Kwame Brown. And since Stephen A. always says he respects Shannon Sharpe, it makes sense that Kwame was the target of that sneak, especially with him laughing at Gilbert's arrest. As I said before, Kwame and Gilbert have their own long-standing issues, whatever label you want to put on it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. If you made it this far in the video, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps push the content out. I truly appreciate all the support. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace and blessings to everyone.